Fallout 4's legendary weapons. We all love them. Whether you prefer a named legendary such as Spray and Pray, or the Overseas Guardian, or maybe you prefer trying your luck on legendary enemy drops and getting an explosive shotgun or a never-ending Gauss rifle. I imagine at some point we all pick one up. However, at the start of the game, legendaries are very difficult to acquire, and before at level 8 legendary enemies don't spawn. So I asked the question, can you beat Fallout 4 survival with only legendary weapons? The run starts the same as all Fallout 4 runs start. I choose my special stats, and as I'm not limited to a certain type of weapon, my chosen stats were just to make an all-round good character. The bombs then drop, and I enter the vault to see my husband killed and my child kidnapped. No matter how many times I see my spouse die, I still can't help but shed a tear. Anyway, in the vault it's the same as usual. I can't attack the red roaches, so I sprint past them and hide behind the door until I'm finally able to leave and enter the Commonwealth to start our mission of getting the legend.
Wait for it!
Dairy weapon. In Sanctuary, I speak to Codsworth and let him deal with the flies whilst I loot the cellar to get enough items to afford the Overseas Guardian. Now, even though I only had 3 charisma, I had a plan. In Sanctuary, I picked up some charisma boosting gear and mentats. I also got some wood flour and various alcohols. I then craft great mentats at a chem station and make my way to Vault 81. I take a day tripper and the great mentats to boost my charisma to 10 to pass the initial speech check, meaning I didn't have to find 3 fusion cores. I then head straight to the shop, and with all of our boosting gear, we get to 13 charisma with 5% better prices due to the great mentats, meaning Overseas Guardian only cost around 1,500 caps. Surprisingly, I also had enough stuff to sell to buy the Guardian left leg to increase movement speed and all of the .45 ammo, giving us an unbelievable start to the run. I then head to Cambridge Police Station, and even though I had around 200 bullets, I didn't feel like wasting them on some ghouls, so I let Dance take care of them whilst I hid around the corner.
Fucking pussy.
I then speak to Dance and realise at some point I forgot to put clothes on. Once the talk with Dance is over, I head to Arcjet with him to get my hands on the second legendary weapon. Arcjet as usual is a walk in the park. On the way, I let Dance kill most of the enemies, while I take a few shots here and there for some extra XP. Inside, the store is pretty much the same, although I do spend a lot of time looting as I wanted to change the scope and a few other things on my weapon, so I needed junk as I'd recently sold all of mine. I find a weapon bench inside Arcjet and only have enough junk to change the sight, so out of anger, I set Dance on fire. I then finish the mission and Dance rewards me with righteous authority. With 2 guns in hand and an abundance of ammo, I had the world at my feet. The run was going perfect. I felt invincible. Nothing could stop me now. Yeah, I actually can't believe that just happened. So now that was wasted. We have to go all the way back and do that again. So that's fun. I couldn't get away from the mine in time. Right, back to it. Before starting Arcjet this time, I head to Diamond City first to upgrade my gun, as I prefer it to be semi-automatic. I then speak to Ellie to get Nick's quest before heading back to Arcjet. I also took Piper with me this time. I don't remember why I did this, but she doesn't stay for very long. Anyways, inside was the same as last time. Kill the simps, set Dance on fire, and get righteous authority. This time, I learned from my mistakes and don't step on a landmine. Instead, I head back to Cambridge to start the quest for Night Rees. The ghouls in College Square are easy, and we get some easy XP. I also do Scribe Halen's quest in Super Duper Mart, before heading to Park Street Station to save Nick.
Makes me want to do...
Don't you segue into a montage!
A montage!
taking out all the triggermen, I saved Nick and we had to skin him alone and blast the fat twat to death. I then leave Parachute Station with Nick, and that's where day 1 ends. Day 2 was only a short stream as I was ill and honestly thought I was gonna die. Turns out I'm fine, it was just an headache. Anyway, the day kicks off with us going to meet Nick in Diamond City and then heading in to investigate Kellogg's house. Meaning it's now time for the long walk following Dogmeat to Fort Hagen. Once in Fort Hagen, I died a couple of times to mines and simps. Mainly mines, as even though the damage I deal is very good, my damage resistance is still piss poor. I eventually make it to Kellogg and use the old reliable technique of using all my drugs and start shooting him before he starts talking. Do I not have any psych? Oh no, I went past it. I say, didn't know how they weren't here. What a piece of piss. And as you can see, this works extremely well as usual. Outside, the Brotherhood arrives in a massive blimp. If you ask me, it looks like they might be compensating for something.
Oh, he must have a small dick.
I then speak to Nick and Piper back in Diamond City before heading to Bunker Hill to purchase a new chest piece. After acquiring my new armour and some bullets, I head to Good Neighbour to witness Hancock shank Finn. I then speak to Amari and sprint through Kellogg's brain as fast as possible. And it turns out the Institute has shown. The next mission in the main quest line is to head to the Glowing Sea, but before that I head to the Pridwin to introduce myself to the Brotherhood. Once I had introduced myself to everyone, I ended the stream and that's where day 2 ends. I told you it was short. Day 3 starts with us continuing the Brotherhood's quest line, as that's who we're going to be siding with. So off it is to Fort Strong. And as you can see, the behemoth and super mutants outside were a piece of piss to kill. Inside was pretty much the same story until I got sneak attacked by 2 mutant hounds.
I hear something.
Oh fuck! No! Oh, for fuck's... It made me jump that. Fucking hell. I've got to go do all of that again. 22 minutes, 0 progress made. Shit. Well, let's try that again. I killed a behemoth. Okay, behemoth dead. Oh. And the mutants inside before speaking to Dance to end the mission. Now it's finally on to the Glowing Sea, but before that I head to Diamond City to save, and on the way run into the ever so radiant cricket. So I thought I might as well buy Spray and Pray, as there's no harm in having another overpowered weapon. I did think I would use Spray and Pray more, but the thing is, it and the Overseas Guardian both take 0.45 ammo, and Spray and Pray just eats through the bullets, so for ammo conservation purposes, I didn't really use it all too often. Glowing Sea was fairly uneventful. This is until I came across the worst enemy in Fallout, a group of Stingwings. Luckily, after using a load of drugs and a shitload of stim packs, we survive and make it to Virgil. Oh, max HP, nice. But nothing like crazy. Oh, I see it. I found it now, kinda. No! Oh, I've embarrassed myself there. Thank fuck for that. Oh my god. Virgil then tells us to kill a Corsa, so off it is to Green Tech. I have a surprisingly difficult time in Green Tech due to me underestimating how powerful the gunners are, as they melt me in seconds. This happens a couple of times, but I eventually make it through, and thank God for drugs, as with them we take the Corsa down with ease. and I really didn't want to have to go through green tech again. Thank fuck for that. I had to kill them as well, they were gonna attack me. Back in Good Neighbour, Amari tells us we need to get the railroad to decode the Corsa chip. So off it is to have a lovely chat with the railroad. I then head back to Virgil, who gives us the plans to build a teleporter, which I bring back to Ingram in Boston Airport and get to building it. Once in the Institute, I attempt to skip Father's dialogue by shooting him in the knee, but this accidentally kills him. I then go to reload the save, only to find the latest one is about 2 hours ago, even though I had just saved about 10 minutes ago. With my heart racing, I back out and click load again, and luckily my save appeared, and thank God it did, as I would not have gone back 2 hours. I probably would have just quit the run. Back in, and I decided to just go through the dialogue this time and introduce myself to the department leaders. Upon reaching Dr. Lee, I make sure my charisma is as high as possible to pass each speech check and send her back to the Brotherhood. I then inform Elder Maxon of my success, therefore ending day 3. Day 4, the final day, and it's straight on to building Liberty Prime, so off it is to Medford Memorial Hospital. The recipients inside were fairly easy to kill, and everything was going well until I had to find a keycard to open a door, and I shit you not, I spent around 25 minutes looking for this thing, and it turns out it was in a tool case that I'd walked past multiple times. See what I mean? I walked past this fucking orange case about 4 times. My god. Awful mission design. Absolute dog shit. What was that? 20 fucking minutes looking for that or something? Oh my god. Finally, after spending 40 minutes on a mission that should have been 15 minutes at most, I get the magnet back and make my way back. And all was going well until a permadeath run at some point. No fucking way. Mother! Oh my god. 39 minutes wasted. Oh, you're taking the piss. It's not crashed in so long. I've done 2 playthroughs and it's not crashed once. I'm gonna fucking kill myself. I hate this game. Oh, back at the fucking Bridway. What a massive waste of time. I hate this game. Yep, the game crashed, sending me all the way back to the Bridwin. After convincing myself life is still worth living, I go back to the hospital and pick up the high-powered magnet, this time taking only about 15 minutes to do so. Next, it's time to secure the nukes, so I speak to Aylin just outside of the glowing sea and make my way to the pyramid. The ghouls inside were easy to dispose of, and I plant the signal securing the nukes. And with that, Liberty Prime is up and running.
Liberty Prime. Full system analysis. All systems.
Okay, right, so if I've...
Weapons.
As long as I'm not misremembering any more
Warning.
quests,
Nuclear weapon.
we've
may
already
be
dealt with the
integrated.
railroad. They're
Reload
sorted.
required.
We've got to
Warning.
kill Dance,
Core offline.
and then it's mass fusion, and then the final mission. Now, it's time for everyone's favourite part, killing Dance. The penultimate mission is now upon us. On top of mass fusion, I let Ingram deal with most of the sims, and then I defied death when jumping into Good Neighbour. I dodge this building. In mass fusion, I grab the agitator and make light work of the sentry bot and the Soltrons. What a difficult fight. Okay, none of them went to Ingram. I don't know what they usually go to. Now, here we are, the final mission. I let Liberty Prime and the Brotherhood deal with the simps up top before heading into the Institute. Inside, as usual, the simps were no issue, and then I kill Sean.
See the reactor, have you?
Let me shoot him. Shut up, dickhead. I plant the bomb, and then make the biggest mistake of my life. I accidentally let my fake son live. I accidentally took the dickhead with me. At this point, I seriously considered starting the entire run again, but I decided that would be a massive waste of time, so I just let it go. So, I teleport out and blow up the Institute, confirming yes, can be Fallout 4 survival with only legendary weapons. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching, it's greatly appreciated. And if you enjoyed the video, a like and subscribe is also appreciated. See ya.
Auf Wiedersehen.